Yes, no problem. I will explain the history of his personal library. We know that the collection at one point was transferred, probably by Thomas Jackson, one of the ones that was involved in an edition of his works later on. But it was transferred nonetheless to Richmond College sometime in the 1800s, so after John Wesley passed away. And then later returned 172 years later to the City Road Chapel in 1972. So there's reasons for that. They were, making it more of a historical landmark. So we know it was transferred. And there were books in the collection when it returned that post-date Wesley. Okay. These he may have owned or read. So that's kind of my classification in the writing. May have owned or read. Now, you're probably going to ask me, I'm assuming, because you said there's going to be questions in this area. Was this in the highest group of evidence that John Wesley owned this book, that it wasn't a later book put into the collection and then brought back accidentally? No, it is not. There are books that clearly have his signature and his hand-marked writings that he would do in the works, and this is not one of those. It's listed in Maddox's my second section, in my work. Works with, and I classify them this way: works with no signature, but other evidence that Wesley knew. Okay, and so I've already covered with you the other evidence that Wesley knew about the work, because he referenced in 1770 that he had told his friend that he should read Whitby, and so telling us that he had read Whitby at some point in his career. All right, so yeah, it's not